My full name is Christopher T, and I'm in the class of 2017. So one story that I like to tell my friends is that I was a really chubby kid, and my parents actually put me, and this was all a lie, but my parents put me through a kind of physiotherapy that basically stretched me out so that I could become like thinner and taller as a way to sort of like compensate so that I could get a normal BMI. And it was only at one point in time when Hiran's friend was like, oh, so where did he get this done? And then Hiran came back to me and asked me like, oh, so like which hospital do you get this like physiotherapy done? I was like, oh, actually, I was just kidding. There's no like stretching therapy for kids to grow taller like overnight. I think, okay, so the reason why I got glasses to begin with is because of bad reading habits. So my two sisters sort of read a lot at home, and we sort of burned through like the Roald Dahl series, Famous Five, Secret Seven, and then after that I just played a lot of Game Boy, like Pokemon on Game Boy. I went to like red, blue, yellow, and then gold, silver, and then sapphire and ruby, which created my glasses to get thicker. But I think for books that really sort of changed the way I looked at life, I read Jeanette Winterson's Written on the Body, and I think that was something that sort of like really changed the way that I understood how people interacted and how people loved each other. So I guess I love cooking a lot, especially cooking Italian food. Key once said that she thought that I was born as an Italian in my previous life because I told her that I can eat more pasta in weight compared to noodles or rice or actually any other carb. I don't know, at first it was just sort of me being like a little kitchen assistant, standing by my mom when she was baking or standing by my grandma when she was cooking for the rest of the extended family. But then after a while, it also became a way for me to experiment. So my immediate family likes to cook Asian food a lot. And so I was like, aha, I'm gonna cook Western food. And after a while, they got smart because they started like using me as like a chef for show dinners. So they realized that they could get me to cook Christmas dinners. And so my parents literally only had to open like a wine. No, I had to open the wine bottle. They just had to open the door. I used to like making like huge pots of minestrone soup as my go-to sort of thing to cook because it could just like feed a lot of people. It was super tasty. It also had bacon, even though it's not supposed to be there. I had these really lame parties twice a year, and so in the middle of the year I called it a Midsummer's Night Party, and at the end of the year I called it Have a Christy Christmas. For a lot of times, one thing that people don't really know or assume about me is that I am quite introverted, and during orientation I just like hide in my room for a couple of days. I get really shy and really nervous when I'm talking to some people, especially if I have a lot of respect for them. So people are like, oh, you're a lit major, right? You must speak and write so well. And I'm like, well, actually. And there are some times when I go up to people and I'm just like not prepared, essentially. Like people have often caught me off guard and they're like, oh, like what's up? And they like tell me a joke or something and I realize like, oh no, what do? I don't have a response plan. Like, my mind just says banana right now because I'm like yellow on the outside, white on the inside, right? Because everyone doesn't believe that I come from Singapore. Oh, Chris, where are you from? And I'm like, oh, I'm from Singapore. I grew up here for like 25 years of my life. And they're like, no, that can't be. You must be like born in America or born in the UK or born in Australia, because sometimes they just can't place where my accent is from. And so, yeah, maybe I should be a banana, rightfully so. But I don't know. I feel that sometimes I think being a pineapple is the best expression of my fruit self, because it can be sweet on the inside, a little bit sharp and pointy on the outside, tend to be cheeky. I have this like crop of hair, kind of like the top of a pineapple.